Live from Studio 3, this is Packaging Today with Evelio Mattos, Adam Peak, and Cory Connors.
Yo, what's up, everybody? It's not the layout I wanted. Well, it's not the layout I wanted either, but that works too. So, look at this guy. It looks like you're on Sesame Street. It looks like
I am. I made it.
You made it. Awesome. All right. So, thanks for joining us. This is Packaging Unboxed. Me, I'm Packaging Unboxed. This guy over here is People of Packaging.
Hi.
Whoa.
What just happened?
Oh, dude, look at that. It's crazy. You're exploding with excitement.
Did you found a new
No, that's not me.
thing.
That's 100% you. You
That's
did that.
not me. I did not do that.
You did do that. So, do the thumbs
No.
up again. Hold it for a second. Hold it. That's all you.
That's annoying. I'm never gonna do that again.
Yeah. So that is new in the latest iOS. So anybody that's out there that's got an iPhone, if you need to go on Skype or Zoom or any of these, video messaging, conferencing apps, and you've got to fire somebody, or you've got to break some bad news to somebody, make sure you go up into your settings and remove. Let me tell you what are they called? Your reactions. There's a button for reactions.
Stupidest thing I've ever. I didn't know that this was a thing, but it's like the avatars on Microsoft Teams. Like somebody somewhere is spending time. It was like a boardroom discussion, and they were like, "We need to get all of our best engineers on this. We need it so that when somebody is hosting a Zoom call, and they're like, "Hey, everyone, good on your
numbers?
on your demotions? You guys good on being demoted? Yeah, everyone's good on your demotions." It's like, oh no! Now we're celebrating. That seems like a total waste of time. Anyway, Evelio, you are muted, and but yeah, I did appreciate your dog coming in, chiming in.
Yeah, she was really excited.
Are there other things like?
Dude, there's a ton of things.
Oh my God.
I don't remember what all the gestures are, but it's terrible. It's dumb. Because
no, none of them are.
No, I had to have a hard conversation with somebody, and they're like,
my gosh,
dude, they're like, why do you keep giving me a thumbs up? I'm like, what are you talking about? And like it's like a big cartoon thumbs up that keeps popping up over your face. And I'm like, I don't know, but I'm like, let me figure it out. And then I asked, I went on LinkedIn. I asked everybody here on LinkedIn, like, what's going on with Skype? And, I had a bunch of people, offering suggestions, but they weren't helpful people because nobody knew about them. It wasn't until I just kind of kept messing around and figuring it out. And yeah, it was crazy. Check it out. We got the Brandons coming in. We got the Brandon Jones, the Brandon Gomes, the Seth Ohms. Everybody's here.
That's not how you say his last name. That's not how you say his last name, actually.
But yeah, no, it's cool, man.
Yeah.
And Fred Richards, who's probably like,
Fred,
ask me, he can hear you.
Why are you not in? Yeah, so I'm in Chicago. I'm at
let's get to the news. Let's get to the news.
Yeah.
Adriana wants to know what happens if you give it the finger.
I'm a Southern Baptist, sir. That's not Evelio can experiment with that, I'm sure.
Yeah, no, I turned all that off on mine because it's terrible.
That's obnoxious.
It is obnoxious. All right, so it's the news. It's November 13th. Cory's not here. Cory's in Amsterdam. He's
lazy.
it up over there. He's getting wasted.
He's lazy, is what he is. Oh, I'm in Amsterdam. Yeah. Nope, that didn't do anything. That one didn't.
That one didn't work. All right.
No.
But where are you, dude?
I'm in Chicago.
Looks like you're in somebody's garage full of packaging. Like some
I'm
crazy packaging
basically
collector.
I'm basically whoa. Yeah, so I am coming live from the Hive Collective.
Yeah.
Fred, is that what we're calling it? Charlie.
What's Fred calling?
So it's crazy. So Fred Richards, longtime friend of the show here on Packaging Network, is doing a whole bunch of cool stuff. I was getting a history lesson on packaging before I got on this. So he has been collecting packaging for a while and is going to be putting it on display here soon. And it's really awesome because he's collecting different iterations of brands throughout the years and going to be putting them on display, using it to educate people around the importance of brand assets and brand integrity and just a history lesson. He was like, well, somebody kept this. Yeah. Somebody kept this packaging and it was important to keep. We were discussing, like, you don't see a whole lot of plastic packaging around here. You've got
it's not by design. It's just
correct. That's just what lasted. Yeah, exactly. It wasn't used. And we were commenting on how it, even today, you don't see people who are, for example, do you want to go on a little walk with me?
Yes.
Okay. Ready?
Yeah.
The beard.
Yeah. So, and for anybody that's watching this, if you see any packaging in the background and you want Adam to kind of stop and check it out, just throw it in the comments because there's a lot of really cool packaging there.
So
everybody's been there except for me, but go ahead.
It's true. Well, not everybody, but like here's a bunch of like iterations of Coca-Cola, and I wanted to bring out a spectrophotometer to see, how the Coca-Cola red, how it's looking. But even in here, it's a lot of glass. I thought this was really fascinating. Down here in this display case, I can't see what I'm showing. I could probably flip my camera around, but it's my front camera.
No, it's good.
And Fred's got a really cool story about why this is the color orange.
Wait, go back to that shelf. So I see like 4 different oranges in there.
Don't worry about it.
I got my spectrodensitometer out checking that color.
Well, they're all different. I mean, they're all different. Like you've got paper, you've got metal, you've got what is that? A bag? City Traveler.
So you just have 4 different excuses why your color doesn't match.
Exactly. It's never going to match. Sorry, Evelio. And then down over here, there's just a ton of board games with various different, forms of packaging and I don't know. We can journey on.
So of the packaging that you're seeing there, what's the one piece that you've seen that has like some nostalgic value for you?
Oh man,
I saw like the Hellman's mayonnaise under the Coke over there, and I'm like, dude, I totally remember that. The glass,
this one?
Yeah.
There's no Pop-Tart packaging in here, so I don't know.
You know what? I bet if you ask, he's got it because he's got everything. Yeah, it's probably in a container somewhere.
It definitely is in a container. So it's probably the Coca-Cola packaging, honestly.
What's the bottle? What's the Coke bottle on the top left?
This one?
That's
a liter. That's a liter of cola.
Dude, that's crazy. That's a crazy shape.
If everyone remembers that movie reference, was it Super Troopers? I just want a liter of cola. It's probably these. So like this would be. So I was like 14. That's probably the more. There's no. What's it called? Crystal Pepsi. That would be another one that would be pretty nostalgic for me.
Yeah. Fred says he's got Pop-Tarts for sure.
Does he? Okay, good.
Yeah.
Because then that would be it. So anyway, tons of and there's even more. There's a whole back room of stuff. It's going to be an amazing museum once they can get all the all the permitting stuff figured out here. But yeah, it's a it's awesome building too. Really historic building off of Michigan Avenue. You know, it's perfect for when you're out here. Like I'm out here for the private label manufacturers PLMA show, which I thought was going to be right across the street from where I'm currently at the convention center, but it's at the Donald Stevens Convention Center, which is out by O'Hare. So after this,
It's like 10 minutes.
10 minutes to an hour, depending on Chicago traffic.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, it's awesome. There's so much.
Dude, what's on the display to your right?
This one?
Yeah, what's in the? I think you need to give us dude. This is crazy.
Okay, yeah, we can keep going.
Frank Goddard's asking if you're in Chicago. I can't believe you're in Chicago. You didn't invite him in.
Sorry. So Lando Lakes. I'm only here for like a day.
Dude, that Land O'Lakes in the bottom right is crazy.
Which one? This one?
Yeah. Or dude, it's nuts, man.
I can't. There's a couch here in the way.
I thought you were plugged in and you couldn't get further.
No. I can. Here, I'll move this way, and you see like down there. I don't know if my camera's gonna turn or not.
It is. It's not.
Okay, good.
Yeah. No, perfect. That's good, dude. Again, if you're a packaging geek, this is
Matchbox cars. Wait.
Oh my god, the spot. Wow.
Yeah. Here's a gallon of Coke. Whoop, hang on. There we go.
Dude, a gallon of Coke. What is that? The Heineken thing. That's like a barrel full.
I think this is a display. That's got to be a display. Tony the Tiger. That's pretty nostalgic. The M&M's guy. Oh man, I haven't even been over here. What's that?
That's a pretty recent bottle there. The Bullet Bourbon.
Bullet Bourbon. Yeah.
Yeah. Nice display.
Here's some crayon packaging and drinking straws. Oh, some cigarettes. Fred is telling me he's got some packaging where it's cigarette packaging. Hang on. That is it says doctor recommended from like the 50s and 60s.
Yeah. So Frank's saying he's got to know where this is. So Fred's let us know this is it's opposite McCormick Place, 2412 South Michigan Avenue, opposite McCormick Place.
Yeah, it's awesome.
But it is great. And what you're seeing now, this is just one room's worth. He's got, containers worth of packaging collected over the years. What are all those tins to your left behind you? Because it's like they look like popcorn tins, but they can't all be popcorn tins. That's a lot.
No, this is lard. Shortening. I don't know if you can see me. Oh, hi. Hello, friends. Jim Nance here. Yeah, these are all lard containers. And then mixed in the middle of the lard is a plastic bottle of Corona. Yeah.
Man, like this is all right. So if you're a packaging designer and you're looking for inspiration, this is great. If you're a manufacturer and you're looking for maybe innovations in structure and usage, this is great because you can go back and see what other people have done over history, and there's innovation back there that we don't do today because we've kind of designed our way out of that. But it doesn't mean that it was bad. It was just that it kind of phased out over time. And it's like now might be a reason to go back and revisit some of these old structures and material combinations. And then like Adam, you were saying that there's not a lot of plastic because you don't see a lot of plastic historically.
No.
And it's not that interesting. And then if you're a designer, like a graphic designer, then this is like
probably
all you could
probably
ever
the
want,
one, probably the only piece of plastic I can really find here that's not new.
Yeah.
Was this one.
Yeah. So like as a graphic designer looking for logo, typography, color combinations, layouts, there's people that just hunt antique shops just to find different kinds of seals so that they can, use that as inspiration. This is amazing. This is amazing. And
And I would say that even especially today, it's a great point, Evelio, that nostalgia is really carrying a lot of brands. People, because like you said, what resonates with me. Well, I'm a 43-year-old consumer, and this is kind of the time when people end up kind of coming into what's that thing that people have that I don't, money that they can spend on things that they don't need. I mean, typically you have a good job and you're able to do stuff with, so, you do buy, like, I joke about it, but like, it's part of the reason why I probably gravitate towards Jordan shoes is because that's what I grew up wanting. And now disposable income, that's the word. And so single use income is probably the better way of putting it. But that's why, I'm going to be interviewing this was actually a really funny story. I got on a call last week, and I got on, and I was like, so, where do you live? And the guy's like, I'm in LA, but I split time between LA and Atlanta. I'm like, oh, crazy. What do you do? He's like, I'm an actor. I'm like, oh, awesome. Like, what do you, because they've got this brand called Lake Hour. And I was like, oh, what do you act in? He's like, I played Captain America in the last, in the Winter Soldier Marvel show. I was like, huh? He's like, yeah, and then I Google him, and I was like, oh, you're Kurt Russell and Goldie Hawn. That's crazy. We just had so that's going to be fun. So, be on the lookout for the Lake Hour podcast episode with Wyatt Russell and so and Rich Pete, who's a director, who they co-founded this brand. But it was cool because I was looking at their brand, and it does have this kind of like nostalgic feel to the brand, and I really do feel like that is fully arriving into packaging. So this is a great place to come, and not just your podcast or my podcast, but also, I mean, like you said, even just the font and the, how stuff is laid out. It does feel very cool and warm, and I don't know. It's definitely impressive, Fred. That's for sure.
It's crazy. Fred said he's got over 25,000 items currently in the collection, and he's got more than that. Ryan Fox wants to know, what was the latest pair of J's that you bought?
I bought the Jordan 8s, the playoff Jordan 8s. Those were super nostalgic because I wore those when I was playing. So those were shoes that I wore to play basketball in, and they retroed them, and I was like, yes. And I'm in Chicago, but I didn't buy them here. I bought them on the internet.
Nice.
Yeah.
I can feel that. I can feel that connection to sports.
You don't feel any of the connection at all. Is my camera crooked? It feels like a little crooked.
No, you're fine, dude. You're totally fine.
Perfect. I love it.
Yeah. No, this is all right. So again, if you're, dude, I guess ask Fred. Fred, can anybody go there? Is this like open to the public yet, or by appointment only?
If only Fred would have come on the show.
No, Fred is anti-camera. Does not want to be seen.
I know. It has to do with some poor decisions he made in the 90s.
All right. Fred says yes. Yes, it was because of poor decisions in the 90s.
Yeah.
No. All right. So yes, by appointment only, or yes, it's open to the public. Come see me. Let me know when you're coming. All right. Amazing. So if you're a designer,
if you're in Chicago, you have to come. If you're watching this show and you're in Chicago, you need to come check this out.
100%. Tell them Evelio and Adam sent you.
For a 10% discount.
No, but it's insane. It is crazy. Just the inspiration, like just looking at the stuff behind you right now, Adam. I'm like, I can think of at least 10 designers that would love to be there in front of that, looking at everything there, because it is, I mean, I'm just thinking, I'm just looking at a couple of designers now on the screen here that are like, they're actually going out and actually collecting these things and scanning them and then using for inspiration for new design. But like actually being there and
hang on,
physically holding it is what makes it so special versus like
and look,
looking on Pinterest for stuff.
Like this is like a that's like a streetwear brand, Supreme balls.
I totally remember that stuff. Like I just remember being a kid going to the AMP with my mom, and you see all this packaging, you're like, oh my god, it's more crap I got to carry for her.
Yeah,
I love it.
It's pretty. It's really quite remarkable. I mean, even like little. Sorry, I keep walking over and grabbing stuff, but you're literally, it's like being a kid in a candy store.
Yeah.
But like Imperial clown chalk.
Yeah, dude. Like just even how's that printed?
How is it printed?
Yeah. Is there a trap on that, on those two colors? Or just like a 2-color?
Yeah. It looks like it. I could probably grab I think I have a loop. Let me check. Hang on.
Yeah.
Talk amongst yourselves. We'll be right back on camera.
No, but that's the other thing too, is just like as a as a designer, a manufacturer, like just seeing how things were printed before to get like a specific look and feel. If you want to be right for the time, you pull packaging off that shelf that's from the 73. Check you out, dude. You're ready to go. What are those calipers? You just looks like you're having a blowout behind you.
Oh yeah, crazy. Yeah, there's a ton of trapping, but it's just 2 colors.
Yeah, and that's typically what happened back then. Is like it wasn't like minimal trapping. It was like a good 1 to 2 millimeters of trap.
Wait, can we try something?
Yeah, of course.
Let me see if I can.
Let me get you up on the screen, Giant.
Is that working?
Yeah, for sure. And you can see just the misregistration too, like right in the crotch of that clown. It's a lot thicker of a trap than it is on the on the left side. And then you've got just like an overprint of the outline.
Yeah.
Dude, and it's like terrible quality printing for today, but if you're trying to achieve that look and feel, that's what you need to do. And man, there is not a straight line anywhere on there.
No. Now you can all have nightmares.
Yeah. But like this was all hand drawn. There's no vector, hand cut. And then you've got a lot of spread happening. Just like Michael Gardner says, like a pizza box.
Yeah. Let's see. We got this is it's 24 point.
Yeah. So that was like flexo.
Maybe 20, maybe 22. That's a thick material, right? For chalk, but
yeah, it's probably the stock sheet that they had at that printer.
Right. I always travel with
I just saw a scrolling through Instagram, I saw a company that is selling the loops that have the light built in.
Yeah, this one does.
Yeah, so yeah, it's like a little handheld, taller version of that, all plastic. I've got a couple of those laying around here, but they're selling them for like $60 as a kid's handheld microscope. And I'm like, I scroll through it. I'm like, wait, is that kid holding a loop? They're like holding up to a tree. It's $60. I'm like, dude, I don't know. I've got like so many of those for free over the years. It's crazy.
Yeah, my kids love it. I legitimately love showing my kids like print up close using this loop, because especially like 4-color process images and things like that. They were my wife homeschools 4 of our kids, and They were looking at like the pointillism artwork at one point, and I was like, "That's exactly what 4-color process is," and I was showing them that to them, and it was super fun.
Yeah, it's always fun to geek out with your family on packaging.
I did also bring Fred a copy of the Packaging Peaks and the Sticky Situation book, which I have now 6 more copies with me out here in Chicago. If you come find me, I put a post up on LinkedIn. If you're at the PLMA show, I just listed Weenus Lube on Amazon, and
Nice.
I'm going to try FBA there. So I shipped 100 tubes to an Amazon warehouse. I put a really terrible piece of Canva artwork up on Amazon to show the product. I would definitely need help there, but don't let perfection be the enemy of progress. So if you buy some of that, it makes a great stocking stuffer for Christmas. And so buy it, come find me, show it to me, or screenshot it, and I'll send you out a t-shirt. So I'll give you a book today here at the show. Of course, I'm limited because I don't like to carry a whole bunch of heavy stuff. Or if you do it online, screenshot it, and I'll send you out a t-shirt.
Yeah.
I just want to know if it's working. Honestly, it's market research for me, so you'd be helping me out a lot, and you get a cool gift to give to somebody.
Yeah,
or at least a funny one.
Go out there, hunt for Weenus Lube on Amazon.
Be careful though; it brings up a whole bunch of other stuff.
A lot of weird stuff.
Just so you know.
But it's really good. It's like actually really good lotion. Like it's insanely good lotion.
We spent like 18 months trying to figure it out. It wasn't just a gag gift. Like your elbows do get really dry, and so we wanted to find the best possible lotion we could to help with dry elbows. I mean, I use it on my hands and I use it on after I shave too, but yeah, it is really good lotion. It's not just a
like you're it's starting to look like a weenus up there. But,
yeah, no, I mean you can use it on your face weenus right here, your arm weenus, your leg weenus.
Your leg weenus. No, but yeah. I sent you the perfect ad for Weenus Lube.
Yeah, the LeBron James Nene weenus grab. That
was hilarious. I love it. Yeah, definitely go out, hunt this down, get yourself some Weenus Lube. It's a hilarious gift, but it's quality.
But it actually works. Yeah.
Yeah, and I think you'll definitely be surprised how a packaging guy came up with some really good lotion that works. So
it actually all comes together because I know private label people, contract manufacturers, and packaging, and so I reached out to the companies Intermountain Blending and Filling up in Boise. I know they do great work, and so I reached out to them, and they helped out with the formulation. They helped out with the packaging. We just use stock packaging and a label because we only did 700 of these things. It's not the most beautiful packaging you've ever seen in your life. I'd love to iterate on it. I already have kind of version 2 of the packaging that I hope to be able to get and buy. So help me run out of this stuff. I got about 500 more tubes left.
Nice.
And once we
get out there, get some Weenus Lube. It's really good.
Please.
Yeah, and then Cory's out in Amsterdam. He's doing a conference. I'll come back and tell us all about it. I just got back from London. I was at the Pen Awards Festival and the Pen Awards Gala. And I got to tell you, you have to get to the gala for Pen Awards next year. This is the most amazing event in packaging. I've been to a lot of them. It was black tie, insane. If you haven't seen the videos, go check out my Instagram. I'll post them up here on LinkedIn. Everybody from Colgate, Pepsi, Burberry, Pearl Fisher, Pentagram, like every agency, every brand, Disney was there celebrating packaging, and it's a great place to connect with everyone. It was a good time. Black tie affair. It was basically like the Oscars for packaging. I think at my table we had Netflix, Disney, Colgate, Pepsi. We had Uwe, who's a friend of the show. Just insane number of people all there to celebrate packaging.
That's so
and
cool.
Everybody was geeking out about packaging. Like, did you see this? Did you see that? And just seeing the awards. There was a school called El Saba in Barcelona, they won the students at that school won like 12 or 13 awards that night for their student work, which was crazy. Like they just crushed it. And it was all these young women. They're probably like 23, 22 and fresh out of school, and they just decimated everyone. So it's really cool to see like what some of the younger people are developing, seeing what some of the older people are still working on, and just like a combination. It's a great place for them. Like you see some of the veterans getting together with some of these younger designers who are going, hey, just kind of just talking through like what they're working on, what's inspiring them, how are they getting to these results. So definitely, if you can put that on your list for next year, Pent Awards, get to it, because I've never experienced anything like that in my life when it comes to packaging.
Other than this show, I mean, every Monday morning you get sort of the same feeling, I'm sure.
Yeah, except like I don't have to get dressed up, you know.
Yeah, I had to wear pants today because I was going to be standing up. I was all mad.
But you're still barefoot, right?
No. I have this is actually a really, I mean, unpaid plug. But I started traveling with these Kizik's. These are like a new colorway, and they're awesome for traveling because you just slip, like you literally just slide your feet right into them.
Yeah.
But they're super comfortable for walking, and I can work out in these ones. Some of them I couldn't like go to the gym in or something like that. It's been an awesome travel shoe. So no, I'm not barefoot. Shout out to Kizik.
Awesome. All right, I'm gonna wrap this up. You got to get Crosstown, and I think we're kind of done.
Yeah, but I was excited, by the way, to just share this real quick. I was excited to get my official invite to COP28, the United Nations Climate Change Summit in Dubai. I'll be out there for 4 days, 3 or 4 days, meeting with people from the United Nations and hopefully getting some interviews. And I've already got one hopefully lined up with a gentleman from the World Economic Forum. So I'm pretty pumped on that opportunity. You know, I put on there, started from the auto bottom, now we're here.
Nice. When is that?
It's I leave November 30th and come home on the 5th. So nice. I'll be in Dubai for, I think it's 3 nights. It's a quick trip, but yeah, I'm pretty stoked. Look at us, packaging's taking us all around the world.
Dude, it really is. It's insane. There's interest everywhere, and there's a lot of solutions that are happening that we need to talk about that people don't get exposed to. Brandon Gomes asking if you need a sidekick. He's free.
I don't. I already
fits in carry on.
I've got the T-Mobile sidekick I'll have with me, so I'm going to flip the screen up. It's going to be great.
Sweet. All right, yeah. Adam. Thanks so much for showing up from the Hive, from the Packaging Museum. Fred Richards, thanks for having us in there. That's the worst.
That's so stupid. That's the worst. It's the worst thing to put onto a phone. I can't believe that's an actual thing. I just thought you were messing around with it when we started.
No, but it's on your desktop too. It's like on every instance. It's iOS. So if it's on your turned on your phone, it's turned on your computer.
Why does Apple make such great packaging and such a horrible decision on the thumbs up emoji /celebration?
Yeah, I did have somebody from a tech company at the Pen Awards. We were talking about like what would be how much would an iPhone be if it came in clamshell? Like if it came in clamshell packaging.
I think it'd be the same. I think it'd be close to the same cost.
I don't think so. I think that
you don't think so?
No, I think if it came in a clamshell and you had to cut it open with scissors to like crack that thing open.
Yeah.
You knock a couple $100 off that.
Yeah, maybe. But I suspect I think people are hooked on the whole Apple universe. And I mean, I think they do it because it's beautiful and they like to create beautiful things.
Yeah,
and I'm glad they do, but that's an interesting question. Next week, we'll break down the question everyone's asking. How much would an iPhone cost if it came in a plastic clamshell?
That's right. All right, guys. Thanks so much for listening. Do us a favor, like, subscribe, do all that good stuff anywhere you see us. And any questions, just throw them in the comments. We'll be checking.
No doubt.
See you guys. Let me put this on here.
Live from Studio 3, this is Packaging Today with Evelio Mattos.